Hi, I'm Eddie Obeng, and this is how to get stuff done in our new world, how to do it with less effort and bigger benefits. Today, I want to really focus on this new world of ours. I've got a people engagement tool called OldWorldNewWorld. It's just a way to think about your world and figure out what you want to keep doing and what you want to stop doing so you get the energy to do more of the good stuff. Let's jump on Cube and have a look and see what we can find. So welcome to Cube, where the sun is always shining. This is one of my favorite posters. You can actually get a copy if you get hold of my book Unlimited. You can there, it gives a link, you can get a copy and download it and use it yourself. But this is work transformation. Learn and work together, think collaboratively, co-create, share experience, emotions, support each other. And I like these little metallic caterpillars who then happily transform into a butterfly. So that's one of my favorites. I have another one which is about culture transformation. And this is the basic process going, this is more normal, as in real stuff, rather than metallic little caterpillars. But it's really about cultural transformation, facilitating people. You can't build a strong building without scaffolding. So make sure you've got the scaffolding around your transformation before you start. And then I've got this one I love as well, which is digital transformation, which basically has the butterflies, which are made out of light, turning sort of a crystal. Anyway, I came here for something else. I came here to talk to you about Old World and New World. So let's do that then. So the model of Old World and New World is fascinating because it comes from my book, The New Rules for the New World, which you may have come across. If you haven't, read it again if you have. But the model is very simple. It explains quite simply. I'm going to put a sticky note to make it easier for me to point at stuff. It explains that in our current world, the pace of change has zoomed up almost exponentially. At the same time, our ability to learn and change has been quite flat. Net result, oops, bad stuff. Basically, the inertial forces of tradition and so on have basically, let me lock that. Here in the old world, the inertial forces do things the way we're doing it, overpowers the dynamic forces of doing new stuff, innovation and stuff. New world, all the dynamic stuff overpowers the inertial forces. And this is quite fascinating because some things stay the same, like life stays the same, but a lot of other things change. And if you don't change with them, then you struggle. If you change some of the things which just stay the same, then you struggle. So the old world, new world curves allow you to think about the nature of change, for example. It'll help you understand that the nature of change itself has changed. It's gone from goal-driven down to problem-driven and so on and so forth. You can read it faster than I can speak. But the real thing is this particular model is just one of three. And I use the three when I'm working in detail. But when I'm teaching, I tend only to use the change versus learning one, which is the pace of learning, the pace of change. There's one about connection, which is basically our ability to utilize information versus access to information. Everyone's deluged with information now. That's the virtual versus the here and now. I tend not to teach unless I've got plenty of time. The ability to recognize patterns versus the connections, this is very much extremist stand. This is the Nicholas Nassim Taleb type of mindset where you get surprises and physical laws don't apply and so on and so forth. So I tend not to teach those, but all of this have a bearing. But what's important here is how you see it in your world. So traditionally, what did you do to be successful? Now, what do you need to do to be successful? I've got a list here. Yours will be different. And for every single organization, there'll be a different way of thinking about it. So it might be about savings, activity, but it doesn't matter. What I suggest you do is put the curves in the middle and write all the things on the left which made you successful, all the things you did, all the things you loved. Write on the right-hand side the things which you think will make you successful, all the things you love, what works, what doesn't work. See what stays the same and see what needs to change. And then that allows you to put your effort into the right things. So that's the old world, new world curves. There's another pet which goes with it called Evolve, Dominate, or Die. You can look that one up. Again, just subscribe. Look for the weekly newsletter on LinkedIn. I've been Eddie Obeng, and go out and make your new world work for you.